Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Rise up, fuck that shit!
Today was such a beautiful day where we talked with our brothers and sisters about what Black, immigrant, indigenous communities are experiencing all over the world. We know that if our communities don't come together, that our lives are on the line, that our people won't have enough food to eat, that they won't have water to drink, that the environments that we live in will no longer exist. And so this is why we're challenging those who have power, corporate dollars, our elected officials, not to side with folks who have the most money, have the most budgets, but to center their people first.
COP26 will be remembered as the most inaccessible COP of all.
No net zero stickers. No net zero stickers. Would you like a no net zero sticker? So nobody likes no net zero.
The Paris Agreement, it was really a trade instrument. The big elephant in the room that they don't really want to address is fossil fuels.
Net zero is a big push here, and what net zero is really trying to do is greenwash it. We are basically allowing corporations to buy their way out of reducing emissions.
We're gonna not be able to breathe the air that they leave behind. What is it gonna take to bring the world to attention?
These corporations are preying on poor, impoverished nations. I would be very cautious if anybody came to say your nature area, your forest that you are maintaining could be useful for the world and we're willing to pay you for that. At some point we have to recognize it for what it is and say no, because I would hope that our tribal nations continue to take a stand to say we're going to protect our water and air, not only for our nation today, but our nation for 7 generations from now.
A just transition to a regenerative economy must end war.
We're out here at COP26 this morning. We're about to do a direct action on demilitarization and really just trying to highlight the impacts that war has on the fossil fuel industry.
Ramon Mejia, let's begin with you. You participated in protests inside the COP and outside the COP. How did you go from being an Iraq War veteran to a climate justice activist?
I was able to witness the sheer destruction of Iraqi's infrastructure, of its water treatment plants, sewage. It was something that I couldn't live with myself and I couldn't continue to support.
No war, no warming. Build a people's economy, no war.
Militarization was not on the agenda for COP26. Shouldn't this be the space where we talk about militarization, with the U.S. military being the largest polluter and the largest consumer of fossil fuels?
It's important that within these climate conversations that we address how the militaries are excluded and don't have to reduce or report emissions.
You have grassroots movements around demilitarization and climate, creating enough awareness and agitation on an issue that a journalist was able to ask about it at a global climate summit in front of the most powerful people in the world. And we essentially broke a fourth wall of pretending that this wasn't happening. After we walked off that stage and walked into a room, there were a lot of discussions. It was brought up.
People gonna rise like the water, gonna shut this crisis down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter say, keep it in the ground. Indigenous lives matter! Indigenous lives matter! Indigenous lives matter!
The demand, most importantly, is real reductions, real solutions. None of these markets, none of the false solutions, not net zero, which all of that is a smokescreen.
We out here in COP26. We about raising hell because it's time for these phony folks to stop coming up with false solutions. It's time for us to do the great things we need to do to save the earth.
No more zero! Keep it in the ground! No more zero! Keep it in the ground!
you built with each other, because of the stance you took in the streets, the disruptions we're gonna do. You're gonna know these people. This is your family, this is a movement, and we gotta carry that forward.
Movements always are the ones that are the catalyst for change, not Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos.
Indigenous people, our elders, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, they've been all preparing. That's one thing the elders said in our knowledge: prepare, prepare, prepare.
We know the solutions that we want, and we know what is right. They know. It's not that they don't know.
Real solutions are based from people at home, from local communities, from Indigenous peoples.
We're about changing things in a way that centers life.
Nosotros, los pueblos indígenas, no somos el problema. Nosotros somos la solución.
Take care of yourself, because what we need is people who are in this for the long haul. That means you find your pace, you find what holds you and heals you and sustains you, and you do the hard work, because we need to be in this in the long haul. And I am not done yet by a long shot.
Miigwech, miigwech.